So I have returned once again today to do a stream of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind. We're good to go, we're good to go, we're good to go. So yes, actually have returned to episode 29 of JoJo Part 5 Golden Wind. That's in episode 28. Definitely did not happen. Also believe I'm actually really loud. There we go, I'm actually a lot quieter now. Yes, so episode 28 definitely didn't happen. I mean, if anything, if King Crimson can actually erase the thing you do in between the thing you do, then I can erase the memory of episode 28 for happenings. Episode 27 to 29, the other thing exists. 28 does not exist. So there we go. Definitely, one of the characters did not die. Definitely my husband's still alive. Definitely he's just gone on holiday. He's just not there currently. He's just like, bros, I need a break for a little while. I ain't gonna be here for a bit. That's definitely what happened. I mean, you can't tell me otherwise, because let's face it, 28 doesn't exist. I mean, can you tell me otherwise? 28 just doesn't exist. So yeah, I mean, we're also kind of in the pseudo final stretch of JoJo Part 5 as well. This is actually kind of like the final 10 episodes, I believe, at this point. And yeah, I mean, it's been a ride so far. I mean, as I said beforehand, 20 episodes don't exist. But, I mean, yeah, I actually wonder how well their productions will adapt this arc as well, because this arc is very interesting. So, anyway, it's actually point to actually going live. So, go live for episode 28 of JoJo Part 5, A Golden Wind. And with that, as I say every single stream, we might be good to go. But are we though? That is the second question I ask every single stream. And with that, on that front, yes, we most certainly are. On this front, we certainly are. Oh, 11 episodes. I thought it's 30. Is it 39 or is it more? Because Swan is 39. I guess a count of this episode would be 11. Yeah, so 11 technically speaking. Anyway, let's actually get the show in a row because I actually believe we're good to go. So it starts the thing in 3, 2, 1. So it starts the thing absolutely now. Oh yeah. We also agree the boss is a massive a-hole as well. Like the biggest a-hole in the universe. Hello! Oh. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, so going back to us agreeing that episode 28 doesn't exist, we all agree episode 28 does not exist. Didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. There's no such evidence. Crunchyroll says it exists, but it's actually a lie because it's actually just a recap of the previous episodes. It's a lie, okay? You can't tell me otherwise. He's definitely still alive. He's okay. He's on holiday. That's where he is currently. Oh man. Gotta be honest though, the way they sent him off was amazing though. Like it was very poignant because it's actually one of those things that gets you really hard in the manga, but the way they did it in the anime was just like, oh wow, okay, I'm actually crying again. It's actually it's I always say it's an accomplishment. It actually made me cry twice. I mean, the only one that has actually done it beforehand, that's actually adapted the material twice, is FMA. That's the only one that's actually else has ever done it. I guess also Sangatsu as well. But yeah, I mean, it's really hard to do that, but I'm actually impressed that she managed to do it twice. So good job, David Production, maybe cry twice. I also will reiterate the fact that Doppio is the goodest boy in JoJo as well. Woo! I do actually also like how they're actually handling the information as well, because it actually kind of doesn't make it seem as if it's just information dump. It's done in a really nice way. Oh boys, it's happening. It's happening. That was actually an amazing cut right there as well. It's almost as if they cut it and then a boat surrounding appeared out of nowhere. See, it's the goodest boy. He's back. He definitely didn't do anything wrong last week beforehand. Definitely didn't do anything wrong. He's my goodest son. You're lying. He's alive. He's alive. Definitely did not lose him. That use of shadow is actually really cool as well. That use of shadow is amazing. I must say, the visuals this week, my boys, the visuals are amazing. They're reproductions. They're reproduction. You're doing it this week, my lads. Definitely, Barker just went on holiday. He was just like, boys, I'm going on holiday for a bit. This episode looks amazing, I must say. That was kind of a pseudo reference to the Thing, as well. Kind of a pseudo reference to the Thing. Kind of cool, I must say. Boys, it's happening. I love how they actually brought something back. It's actually kind of a major part of JoJo in a way as well. It's actually really freaking cool. Oh man, this is so cool. This is so cool. trying to remember actually is actually is the most like kind of disturbing arc of part 5. I'm trying to remember if it actually is or not. Wow. Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh man. Welcome back to the characters I most feared in this show as well. They disturbed me so much. Oh no. 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 Ugh. It's just, I hate that. I hate this so much. Oh, thank God, it's the goodest boy in JoJo's back as well. Thank God. Oh God, that's ugh, ew. I'm so damn sure he's based off someone as well. I'm damn sure of it. I'm trying to remember who Chiocolata's based off of. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out, because technically speaking, he's based off a lot of like kind of the serial killer doctors in like cinema at that time, because that shit was quite prevalent. The idea of like cinematic kind of doctors killing people. I mean, there was Dr. Giggles, there was there was a dentist, I believe, as well. There's a lot of them actually. But then I also maintain he's based off someone in real life as well. Like he just kind of he reminds me of someone. But yeah, on kind of like a fundamental level, he's kind of a reference to like the kind of the serial killer doctor kind of trope. Still kind of persists to this day, actually. Just want this arc to be over. I can't stand this arc. It disturbs me. Kind of, in a way, I guess, as well. I also love how his arc actually kind of taps into like the known fear of like anesthesia as well. Like the idea of anesthesia wearing off and you wake up during surgery. I was like, oh, because it's actually kind of one of those things. It's one of those known fears that people do in theory have. Green tea. Oh wow, green tea. I love that. Good job. Good job, Crunchyroll. Good job. I mean, honestly, both are kind of terrible at the same time. Oh man, his palette change though. His palette change is good. I'm disturbed, but this is actually kind of cool. It's such an awesome way to actually kind of dispel the situation. Mista is so cool. Oh my god, they've actually really brought him to life, like, absolutely, as well. He's terrifying in the manga, but god damn! I was like, I'm gonna go to a corner and cry. I may never see a doctor ever again. Not going to go to a hospital ever again either. I'm good, fam. I'm good. Oh, I see what you mean by the whole thing of I'm Dr. Monroe now, actually. I guess kind of in a way. But I guess he kind of does him for him. He's a manifestation of all the kind of like the serial killer trope in like the idea of a doctor kind of killing people. It's kind of a known fear. They kind of do tap into a lot of like kind of known fears in this arc. Actually, the whole thing with anesthesia, I was like, wow, that's actually kind of one of the things that just gets you the most. You're kind of like, oh no, please don't mention that because it's horrible. Please don't. But yeah, this episode was disturbing. Like, really, really disturbing. Like, no end. I mean, I was fearing this episode quite often because in the manga, this one is like, oh, it's oh, and yeah, it's oh. I mean, Sanctuary makes sense, but green tea. That made me laugh. Actually, it's just, oh man. I mean. At least actually kind of dispelled my anxiety for seeing chocolate a little bit by actually having green tea. Oh man, that was good. That was good. That was a good episode as well. Disturbing but good. Disturbing but very good. I can't fathom how well I've actually done this episode, but it's actually really good. Oh my god! It's actually Sanctuary! Green tea and Sanctuary. Oh man, there we go. Good foresight right there, actually. Good foresight. Yeah, I mean, predicted like a pro as well. God damn, that was actually really good. I give you my props there. That was good. That was good. But yeah, I mean, give it to Derek Production. Derek Production actually makes something that actually was kind of like, oh shit, in the manga, and make it like, oh shit, in the anime. Because yeah, I mean, Chocolate is disturbing. Like, really disturbing. I mean, God. It's just, oh man, I always remember this arc quite fondly because of the way it just like, ugh. I always kind of just been like, I've got a known fear of this kind of thing. It's just like, it just gets underneath my skin, and just how they expand upon it in the anime, just make it go, oh, no. I believe it was just text in the manga. Can't remember actually. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that once you see it in kind of emotion, it makes you just kind of go, yeah, he's actually kind of a terrible person. Well, actually, not kind of a terrible person, a very, very, very terrible person. Kind of like, probably one of the more, like, disgusting kind of characters in JoJo, really. I'm trying to, because, I don't know, he's just, he doesn't have that kind of edge about him. Like, he kind of like, well, he's voiced by Suda. No, you don't get that at all in this arc. He's just like, yeah, just get rid of him immediately. Just get him out. Just get him out. Oh man, yeah, I can't wait as well. But yeah, even other than that, we actually kind of got like some more context on the arrow as well. I actually kind of like that because one of those things, it's a very prominent thing in JoJo. You kind of see where it came from, actually what it does in theory, and actually kind of what it doesn't theory accomplish. It's actually really freaking cool because it can actually kind of gives you more context on something that's actually kind of so prominent in the actual storyline, because it brings it full circle in a way, and it's actually kind of freaking cool. I can't wait to actually see how well they actually adapt the rest of this arc, because it's gonna be an experience. This one, but yeah, I mean, I like the fact that theoretically speaking, it's kind of like it's a disturbing arc in a way. I mean, technically speaking, a lot of Part 5 has been disturbing. It's kind of the more disturbing parts of JoJo in a way. I kind of believe it's probably the most disturbing part of JoJo in a way. But yeah, even more so recently, like the idea of how well they're actually kind of tapping into fears that people do in Theory have, actually kind of elevates that beyond to the point you just can't see anything other than get that guy out of here in the actual enemies. Because beforehand you're like, well, the enemies are pretty cool. You're like, they're pretty cool. I want to see them stay. And then now you're like, go away, fam. Just go away. Just piss off. Leave me alone. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. I just kind of like how they've managed to actually kind of balance that idea as well, because it's one of those things that not all characters are like, you're like, well, I want them to stay. Most of them are like, yeah, just get out. But other ones are like, yeah, they're pretty cool. But I like it. It's really well balanced. You actually kind of do free get that. And actually, each character actually doesn't free get introduced is kind of like more and more scary in a way. You just don't generally fear. You don't generally fear. You don't generally feel that sense of security anymore, because the whole thing with Bakio, though he's still alive, the whole thing with Bakio kind of proves it like kind of perfectly. This idea, there's no security in this show. Anyone can go. Anyone in the main kind of trio can, in theory, die. It's one of those things. It's kind of like it adds a lot more urgency to the actual plot itself. I like also how the actual camera work did in theory kind of evoke that. Like the camera's very kind of shaky, kind of very it's moving a lot in this episode, kind of highlights in the sense that, yeah, there's a lot going on in this part now that actually doesn't free kind of make you go, there's just so much urgency to actually kind of get this over and done with. You just don't know how well they're going to do this and what's actually going to happen, who's going to survive this. It's actually very well done. You've got to hug the good luck Bruno curtains, because you just don't know anymore. You just don't know. It's one of those things. I can't wait to see what else they do, because they've really nailed Chocolate's backstory like completely. I can't believe it. I was just like, wow, that's actually good job there, boys. Good job. You disturbed me on like a fundamental level. It kind of reminds me a lot of the Joker in a way, but kind of like a lot more like disturbing. Even though the Joker's like the most disturbing character probably in comics in a way. Though, is Pixie more disturbing than Joker? I can't remember. I don't know. There's a lot of disturbing characters in Batman actually. Batman's actually kind of disturbing the more I think about it. I actually grew up reading those comic books as well, actually. But yeah, I wonder actually, he kind of reminds me a lot of him, actually. Yeah, I kind of want to see that actually doing for heighten his psychological like kind of aspects about him. It would be kind of cool to see actually what they do with his character in this because it would be kind of neat to see what they actually can him for accomplish because he's kind of a broken character in a way. He kind of doesn't fully evoke that kind of idea of like he's kind of broken the way that he doesn't see himself as broken, if you get what I mean. He's kind of like that. He's very much kind of like that kind of character. The idea of like being broken, but you don't see yourself as that. You kind of see yourself as the ulterior being. I believe it's actually kind of the word for it, in a way. So it's one of those things that it'd be kind of interesting to see what they're doing for it, kind of do with him in the next episode. Actually, I want to see it because it can very disturb him because it actually really can bring out the Joker aspects about him because it doesn't really evoke that sense. Not the kind of like the very kind of blatantly taken from Joker kind of aspects. He's kind of like his own character. I want to see what they can do with him. But I mean, yeah, overall, freaking good episode, just really freaking disturbing. I really did like it. I want to go in the corner and cry for a bit because fuck, just disturbed on a fundamental level. I'm like, man, I thought this would be next week's episode, but I didn't think this would be this week's episode. I was like, oh damn, no, please don't, please no. So yeah, I mean, oh man, it's gonna be an experience next week's episode. It's gonna be an experience. So yeah, that is me done for today. So as always, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream on Twitch, then do leave a follow on Twitch because indeed it does something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like because indeed it does something quite a bit. If you have enjoyed it here on YouTube and you do want to bit longer, then do indeed leave a sub because indeed it does something quite a bit. Oh yeah, before I go, did actually notice on Twitter before the actual episode aired, but a person actually pointed out the shot of Chocolate with the camera is actually the Killing Joke, the comic book with Joker on the front of it with the camera. So that it's actually kind of like it's very much there. So it's just a thing. It's actually kind of really freaking cool. I saw it on Twitter. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. It's actually I don't know if they directly referenced it, but it's actually kind of very similar in a way. So it might in theory be a direct reference to Killing Joke, which itself is actually a really freaking disturbing comic book. So yeah, I mean, anyway, you actually have enjoyed it here on YouTube and you want a bit longer after the whole entire point and doing through, follow me on Twitter because indeed it's me quite a bit. You should know which streams I live and streams I do as well. Oh my god, my throat just stopped. Second there. You should have a Twitter account, but doing a free of a Discord. I have one of those as well. Doesn't free tell me streams I live and streams I do as well. Until next time, episode 20. Actually, not 20. Actual episode 30, actually. See you guys later. Bye for now.